starts in the backfield after it was all Montgomery in the opening drive. And it's Gibbs to about maybe the 34-yard line before being knocked back. I think Dan Campbell, when he mentioned, hey, I'd like them both to kind of share time. We like balance. And he said Gibbs is a guy who can run tough between the tackles. We think of him as a speedy breakaway back.
I think that's a misnomer. I think that oftentimes when you've got speed, you catch the ball in the backfield, which Gibbs has all that, just the elusiveness, the quickness. Sometimes you forget how physical that guy can be as well. And he is a big time between the tackles running back with that breakaway speed anytime he gets beyond the defense.
Goff with plenty of time. And short of the first down, knocked down is Brock Wright, already his third catch of the game. Tough hit delivered by that Cardinals secondary. That was Kaiser White coming up from his linebacker spot.
Yeah, but that's the execution that was lacking last week, Chris. That was one where they're bringing in an extra offensive lineman, Skipper, to make him eligible, where last week the quarterback Jared Goff was pushing that down the football field. Sometimes you just got to take the profit, put yourself in third down and short.
They need a yard. Gibbs has it. And that should be enough to move the chains. Gibbs last week in the loss at home to the Bucs had 13 carries after 11 week one.
Well, we talked about, we talked to Jared Goff just about some of his inconsistency last week, and he talked about, hey, taking that profit, making sure, I take the easy stuff, and just made some bad decisions last week. Going to fix that today. So far, he's been on point.
To Gibbs. The hole closed in a hurry. Spun down by Dennis Gardeck, who leads the team in sacks.
Tackled by Dennis Gardeck. Defense!
Yeah, to throw the ball as many times as Goff did last week, but he told us that, really percentage-wise, it really wasn't that far off from what we do. He was 34 of 55, but he suffered a couple interceptions in that loss. They don't want the number to be that high. Second and 8. Pass is caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown, their leading receiver, his first grab of the game.
Just a quick little branch route. So you're going to let the top receiver clear, and then you're going to come underneath that top receiver right at the sticks and get that turn up. Amon-Ra St. Brown operates so well in the middle of the football field. That's where he does his best work, but he's worked really hard on becoming an outside receiver as well, and he's got that ability.
Extra lineman is in after the first down pickup at the 45 of Arizona. Goff, after the full pressure coming, a flag and a whistle before White got to him.
Ball start. Offense, number 87. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Sam Laporta called for the infraction.
Right down here at the bottom of your screen, but this actually benefits. It benefits Detroit because that was a sack. They were going to take a sack right there, so that's actually a good thing for Detroit right now. You get to save the down. You're still first down, first and 15. You've been at second and 17, 18 had you given up that sack, so worked in their favor.
3 downs to get 15 if they need it. Amon-Ra St. Brown dancing around. They give it to Gibbs, and all the Cardinal defense is there. Buda Baker coming up from the hill lineup, like you said, 5 or 6 positions. There's no one that runs to the ball better.
Just look at where he lines up, Chris. He is 8 yards, 9 yards deep when this ball is snapped, and then watch him work through traffic. Look at him. He's beating the linebackers into the backfield right there. That is Buda Baker. That's exactly what he does, why he goes to the Pro Bowl every single year.
Quick pass open. Spinning for a first down is St. Brown.
Jared Goff just reads this, and the space that is created off the blitz. When you blitz, you leave wide open holes to exploit in the passing game, and Goff just on-time precision. He sees the blitzers just evacuate that area of the football field, puts that on the money.
Gibbs shoved backwards. Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown, one of 3 NFL players with 90-plus catches in each of his first 3 seasons. He had 3 catches in the opener, but he was targeted 19 times last week in double-digit catches for over 100 yards. Each team
This is the end of the first
taking
quarter.
their opening drive for a score, and the Lions are on the move. At the end of 1, Cardinals, Lions tied at 5, at 7. Claire with Chris Myers. Mark, there's your perfect. Talk about.
Yeah.
I did the math on this. We had a 145.8 at the moment for Kyler Murray. For Goff, it's 112.5.
Yeah, so here's a couple of problems right here.
What's
0 for 0. We need to pick that up, and then you have to throw some incompletions to get a perfect 158.8 rating, apparently. So, you know what? All these perfect ratings, I don't understand it, but both these guys really playing efficient football right now. Fun to watch.
Yes, an entertaining formula, whatever the rating is. Nothing passes the eye test. Like watching them work the field as Gibbs carries once again. Montgomery, though, in that opening drive, wearing number 5. His 6th consecutive game with a touchdown. And he's taking a breather at the moment on the 2nd drive of the game for Detroit.
How nice is that, a luxury to have? One back can take it all the way down for a touchdown on the first drive. Then you can separate and go to the next back for the next drive and see if you can punch it in that way, too. 2 really good backs for head coach Dan Campbell right there.
Jameson Williams has not yet been targeted. He's out there with Amon-Ra St. Brown. And this is Gibbs. And Jahmyr Gibbs is inside the 10. And a 1st and goal for the Lions.
Boy, this is such a tough little inside trap, and you gotta love it if, you know, you invite guys to get upfield, and then you bring your guard down here and you trap the inside. Those are quick hitting plays. You create separation, almost like this picket fence, right? One guy's real deep, the other guys are off the ball, and it creates a nice little seam for the running back to take right in there, right behind the block of Zeitler, 71.
Extra lineman is in. And Skipper is back out there. And Gibbs trying to find some room. Eventually he does. Knocked back when he got inside the 5. Buda Baker up there with Kaiser White. They've both been busy on that Arizona defense.
Well, I tell you what, these are my types of offense. You know, when I watch these 2 offenses, when you have tight ends that can actually block defensive ends, that stuff just makes me excited. You know, that's a Dan Campbell, old tight end, old blocking tight end. They've got a couple here in Detroit that really do the job well.
Gibbs met in the backfield, dropped by Gardner.
Just about the time I'm praising the tight ends, what do we have right here? You got to get this cutoff. You got to get inside there. Gardeck beats him across his face. That's right. It hits him in the backfield. Another tight end. I'm telling you what, that's how you create penetration. That's how you create a big-time stop. Another tackle for loss.
And that's 2 in this game and leading the league. Amon-Ra St. Brown, top of your screen with Jameson Williams. 3rd and goal. Goff is looking, throwing, catch made into the end zone, and it's a Lions touchdown to Amon-Ra St. Brown. On a 3rd down play. He was chasing it.
Well, they're going to clear everything out here this way, and then they're going to run this little China route. Fake the outside stick, come back in toward your quarterback after they've cleared it all. And look at Jared Goff, just perfect precision right there between the 1 and the 4. And I love the strength of Amon-Ra St. Brown's hands, right? Goes out there and snatches it away from his body and then gets it in the end zone.
The extra point is not good. Way off to the right. Jake Bates. Strong leg. Too strong to the right. St. Brown, you said he was strong. He should be. His dad was Mr. Universe and Mr. World. But a strong catch, and the Lions have crawled out in front.
The NFL on CTV is brought to you in part by FanDuel. Live.
First missed kick in the NFL. Extra point, hold, snap looked pretty good.
Yeah, hold, snap. The snap was great. The hold was great, and just pushed it to the right. Trying to get some body English on it.
Now kicking off and out to the 30. So he 5 out of 5 field goal department. He was perfect until that. 4 out of 5 with extra points. So a 13-7 Lion lead. The Cardinals have been, you talk about James Conner in the run game, add Kyler Murray to that, but they've been a big play offense. Those 20-plus yarders lead the NFL, the rush yards, and the 41 points last week, the most in a home opener since 1985.
Hard to score, put a drive together, and score if you don't get an explosive play. And for them to have that many so far early in the season, that's a big-time performance by this offense.
Kyler Murray. His third run of the game. This one, he just didn't like anything downfield. 3 possessions, 3 70-yard drives for touchdowns. Arizona has scored on the opening drive for the 3rd straight game. In fact, the previous 2 games, they got points on each of their first 3 possessions.
Timeout for injury.
They have another injured player. Skipper, who went out earlier for the Lions, is back. This is Derek Barnes, who has come up to the D-line to play a little from the linebacker spot. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson. Time now for a game break.
Thanks, Chris. Rams, Niners, and Purdy without Debo, Kittle, or CMC. So he finds Jauan Jennings again for his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. Niners on top 14-0 over the Rams. Chris?
Thank you, Carissa. Both of those teams dealing with a number of injuries in the NFC West. Right. So the Cardinals at 1-1, you know, they just beat up the Rams.
A lot of people talking about Purdy, you know, hey, can he do it without the weapons? Can he do it without his stars? Well, right now, early in this game, put up 14 points on the board, 2 touchdowns to Jauan Jennings. He seems to be answering the call.
Check on Derek Barnes, the injured Lion. Therian Arnold. Eventually brought down, or the whistle blows, not brought down, but stop. Let's check in with Jen.
Arnold here on the sideline, questionable with a right knee injury. He is fighting to stay in this game. He's been on the bike. He's stretched his knee. He has a sleeve on his knee. He's changed cleats. He's desperate to get in here. It has not been the NFL start he wanted. He came into today as the most flagged player in the NFL. He wants to live up to that first-round status. He was sick 2 days this week. Trying to get back out there. I'll keep you posted.
On 3rd down 4, Marvin Harrison Jr. That's Vildor on him. And Murray will a juggling catch by Michael Wilson, but short of the first down. Let's see how they mark this. How aggressive do they want to be?
Yeah, well, if it was Dan Campbell on the other side, they'd probably be going for it. But a really nice effort by Wilson right there.
Yeah, Blake Gillikin is coming out. Yeah, just to follow up on Jen's report, Arnold, 21-year-old rookie from Alabama, he left the Tampa game with an injured finger. It was good to go in this one. And now injured once again. Put some strain on that Detroit secondary. Blake Gillikin on to kick it away. His 5th season from Penn State. Joined the team in October of last year, coming for Raymond. And from his own 5, he's getting the black. It's up across the 13-yard line. Could not turn the corner. It's a punt of in the neighborhood of 55 yards. Hey, start your Saturday strong. Big noon Saturday. Fresh off a huge win over USC. 12th ranked Wolverines back in the spotlight as they battle Minnesota in a clash of the Big Ten. Starts at 10 a.m. Big noon kickoff, followed by Minnesota versus Michigan at noon on Fox. And that is Barnes. Not a good sign when the cut is needed to take him to the locker room. Good crowd here, young Cardinal fans, a lot of Lion fans that have made the trip. Montgomery back in at running back. He gets the football. And David Montgomery out of bounds with a pickup of about 8.
This is the kind of game plan you love as an offensive lineman. Just keep pounding that rock. Keep giving it to the running back. And it creates so many opportunities for you in pass pro. It's like adding tools to your tool belt, right? You could ask me, hey, can you build a deck for me? You give me the lumber. If you give me a hammer, you're going to get a garbage deck, right? You got to give me a saw. You got to give me some nails. You got to give me a level. That's what they're doing right now for the O-line.
Goff goes underneath. Brock Wright has it. You look like a do-it-yourself repair kind of guy.
Oh, that's exactly right. But you want to give the offensive linemen the weapons so they can upkick. If you keep selling the run and the play action, that slows down the pass rush. And guys are so worried about defending the run that they never actually get out of their stance in pass pro. So you really help them as a play caller. It's your responsibility. And right now, they are giving them tools to put in that tool belt right now up front.
So like a true offensive lineman. Montgomery this time, not a lot of room, but he knocks across the 30. Ben Johnson, the fine offensive coordinator of this Lions team that has fought off teams trying to hire him as a head coach. And Jared Goff credits him with reviving his career. And the balance that Dan Campbell wanted him to call in this game, his third season as the OC here. You can see the run plays just about double all the pass plays.
Dan Campbell talks about him.
We've got Buda Baker down.
Uh-oh.
Man, physical already. We've had 3 or 4 players, including Barnes, carted away a moment ago. 2 on each team, but he's Baker, the heart and soul of that defense.
Yeah, he is right down here at the bottom of your screen. Look at him just orchestrate traffic, and I'm not quite sure what happened. He's right here on top of the pile.
Well, that'll indicate something that's not right. They're going to have to help him up. And he will limp to the sideline.
Grimacing right there, but if I know Buda Baker,
he's coming back out at some point if he can walk.
He's going to walk out and miss a play, and he'll be right back in. That little dude is a football playing Jesse right there. That's the highest compliment I can pay him.
4th round rookie Dadrian Taylor Demerson from Texas Tech. He wears 42. Number 42. He's out there for Baker. After no gain, Montgomery will gain plenty. Giving him about 7 yards.
Just double teams at the point of attack, the way they operate as an offense, just grinding, leaning on people. Sewell, one of the best players in the National Football League at the tackle position, comes off the ball, just establishes new lines of scrimmage. And that's what this Detroit team does so well. One of the reasons they are so hard to defend.
Jameson Williams, bottom of your screen. He's not been targeted yet. Ben White. Brock Wright only has 4 catches in the game. He's been the go-to guy. On a 3rd and 3 from the pocket. Oh, they're going to sack Jared Goff. Matt Wilson Sr. Coming off a big game last week.
Well, this is one of the things they do. Here he is at the top of your screen. He's normally a middle linebacker, so normally he'd be in this area right here, right about here, but they're moving him outside to be a pass rusher. And here you go, Matt Wilson operating through the tight end, through the tackle. Just that ability to get to the quarterback, and got to give a lot of credit to that back end, really covering well.
Even with the rookie safety in for Baker. Jack Fox will kick it away. Flag down. Dortch watches it bounce into the end zone. A booming kick. We'll check that penalty.
Penalty marker down.
During the kick, personal foul. Return team number 13 blocking while out of bounds. That's half the distance to the goal. First down, timeout.
Keitrell Clark called for the penalty. That'll back up Arizona. Goff hasn't missed a throw, but he was sacked. And the Cardinals coming off a 5-sack game against